Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
We're so glad to welcome you to Storytime. I'm Reverend Kent.
Hey, Reverend Deanna.
And tonight we're going to we're going to read this beautiful book called Winter Lights, which is especially important to those of you who might enjoy fabric arts. This is a fabric artist's dream. You want to tell them about this book?
So it's A Season in Poems and Quilts by Anna Grossnickle Hines. So she not only wrote the poems, but she created all of the quilts that go with each of the poems, and they're actually on the smaller side, but have countless tiny pieces of fabric in them, and took over 11.5 miles of thread to make.
Wow, that's a lot of thread.
That's a lot of thread.
Well, before we get to the story, we wanted to pull out of our wonderful advent calendar made by our friend Debonair Kovacs, who's hand crocheted everything. We have another sheep.
Yay!
Today's hand crocheted addition is a sheep who we shall call Sean, and we're going to put Sean here under the tropical palm tree where Sean likes to stare and gaze at the stars. Ta-da! Do you have an ornament for the tree today?
I do.
All right then.
And today is Santa Lucia Day.
Yay!
So we have a little Santa Lucia.
Here's our Santa Lucia.
Speaking of winter lights.
There we go. You're going to sing the song?
No.
No. Deanna has a little bit of a cold, so no singing of songs. But we had a wonderful day today with those of you who are able to join in the Danish-American Christmas, or if you are celebrating Santa Lucia Day, wherever you are. We're hopeful that you didn't burn anybody's hair. So I'm glad.
I have never burnt my own hair.
Yes.
I just want to say.
Well, it's no fun to burn your own hair. It's always better to burn someone else's. Don't burn someone else's hair. Let's tell our story. We've got book cam tonight, and we would love to share these wonderful quilts with you. Here's Winter Lights by
Anna
Grossnickle Hines. This first poem is called Star Catcher. Overnight an icicle grew, catching the stars above my window. Now in the sunlight it sets them free.
Holiday magic. My street is dull and plain by day, but magic comes at night. Beaming from lampposts, streaming through windows, blinking on porches, twinkling on rooftops, glinting from stars, gleaming from candles, glittering on evergreens, snowmen and Santas, luminous, lustrous, glimmering, blazing, enchanting, amazing light.
This one's called Fireplace. Elf-like flames flit on crimson logs.
Ooh. One little candle. One little candle, a flickering light, prancing and playing, pushing back the night. A hop-skipping flame putting on a show. Mighty little candle sets the room aglow. Look at that smoke.
Beautiful quilting. All done with straight lines, interestingly. Our friend Eric Crowden, you might be interested in this. It's very similar to the Tamari technique, only with the fabric. Protest.
Oh no! Not fair! How can this be? The sun tires out so long before me. I know that feeling.
I love these beautiful colors.
I love the shadow.
This one's called Lights Out, and you can see that it's quilted on the opposite side with a negative image. Lights out. I pull the covers over my head and let out a few snores for good measure, then snap on my flashlight and open my book. Now this is reading for pleasure. And it does. It looks just like a flashlight under the blankets.
There's a flashlight and there's a book.
Yeah.
Morning light. Today I wake while it's still night, for I am Lucia. I wear a red sash and gown of white. Shh, I am Lucia. I bring coffee and saffron buns, for I am Lucia. With a crown of candles on my head, I am Lucia, Queen of Light.
You know, not everybody may know the tradition of this wonderful Santa Lucia Day. And on Santa Lucia Day, one of the girls of the household will put a wreath and candles on her head and welcome the day to the rest of the family with beautiful handmade saffron buns. And coffee, of course. And of course you can guess that this is Swedish tradition for sure. Yes. Because coffee and saffron and stuff like that.
And pastry.
But wait, there is more to the book. This one's entitled Solstice. December has the longest nights of any in the year. In centuries past, folks were afraid the sun would disappear. They lit grand fires to bring it back with feasting and good cheer.
I just want to hover over that quilt.
Oh, and look, here's our menorah for Hanukkah.
Small miracles. Hanukkah lights, another each night, until there are 8 in a row. Flames romp on their heads, and I don't go to bed until they burn down to their toes. And there's a dreidel.
And there's the dreidel.
But no parakeet.
Oh. It's time. We've been working. We've been waiting. We've been anticipating. Make it dark as dark can be. It's time to light our Christmas tree.
Tree. Tip, top, wink, red, blue, blink, yellow, twinkle, green, lights bright, sparkling, down to the bottom of our glorious tree.
And I like particularly how this poem is written in the shape of a Christmas tree. Jennifer said she likes the poems too. Thank you, Jennifer. This was a tradition at my house. Every Christmas, my parents would throw a party, and we would have these beautiful luminaria that would light the driveway, and it was wonderful to help my father fill them with sand and put the candles in them.
How fun!
Here's the poem that goes with them. Christmas path. Glowing farolitos all along the street, flickering farolitos, bright on Christmas Eve. Lines of farolitos, as far as I can see, so many farolitos, and some were made by me. Again, all in quilt, all in fabric. And here's one for Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Hear the drum beat. Light the candles. Watch the flames skip to the drum beat. Sing the music of my people. Feel my feet dance to the music. All together with my family. Shout Harambe! Pull together. Hear the drum beat. See the flames dance. Sing the music. Shout Harambe.
Kwanzaa is a wonderful festival. Each night celebrating a different character, character strength or gift among the people.
Like togetherness. Unity.
Compassion. Kindness. Neon is coming. Nyan is coming. Nyan the monster has a vast mouth to gobble us up in one mammoth bite. Lurking at New Year, he waits for his chance. Hang the red paper to scare him away. Stomp with the lions. Burn the bamboo. With streamers of fire we light up the skies. Wave the red lanterns. Make a huge noise. The great greedy monster goes hungry this year. This is a great Chinese New Year's festival celebration. Terry says that all these remind her of the balcony at Union Church on Christmas Eve with all the quilts and all the beautiful fabrics made by AJ.
A sight to see. Aurora borealis. Aurora borealis. The words ring out in a joyful shout. Come see. Come see this amazing sight. The shifting colors, a billowing curtain of swirling, swooping light. Aurora borealis. Aurora borealis. The words slip out in a whisper.
She's done a beautiful job of capturing the swirl and motion.
So much motion.
Bright as a light bulb, round as pie, the moon glows full in the winter sky. It's high overhead, but far below the moon paints pictures on the blue-white snow. The celestial artist.
You see the snow person?
Yes, I see the snow people. And then here in the back of the book, we won't read it to you, but we wanted to show you that she actually documents how she made all of these beautiful, beautiful quilts, the patterns that she used, and
different styles of quilting.
Some of the techniques that she used. So some of you who are quilters might want to know about that in this wonderful book, this wonderful place, Winter Lights.
She has other poem books using her wonderful quilt, and I can't wait to see those either.
Yeah. It's wonderful to see, to be inspired. Monica said that, these are inspiring, and it's good to be inspired. Winter's a good time for inspiration. Sometimes it just needs to take in beauty so that you can store it up, just like the story of Frederick, who stored up color and beauty and light.
Yes.
Maybe that's what we're doing when we tell these stories, so that we can come back and make our own quilts or colorings or drawings or whatever it is that might be your art. Might be a song, could be anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to work on things that are cozy and warm during the winter time.
Mm-hmm. Like cats.
You can work on a cat, but you can't get the cat to work.
No, you can't get the cat to work. Lord knows it's true. Yeah, the cat's off, ignoring us in some other room, and so we're sorry that we can't sing to him, but we'll sing to you. Hope you'll join us for a little goodnight song. And don't forget, you can always like and share these videos. The easiest way to share a video with somebody who might be in your family is to wait for the YouTube link. If you go to the YouTube channel, that's youtube.com, Union Church Berea, you can find all of the videos, and then each one has a distinct link, and you can just share it right to somebody with an email, or you put it on Facebook, or anything you like. But for now, let's settle in for the long winter's nap that we might need to have. It's starting to rain here in Berea, and I hope that wherever you are safe indoors and wearing well. Make sure you wear your masks. Stay safe. We're not there yet. We're not done, but we're getting there.
We'll get there together.
Let's sing. Good night, beloved mine. Good night, sleep well, my dear. Good night, beloved mine. Good night, sleep well, my dear. May cherubim and seraphim watch over you and hover near. Good night, beloved mine. Good night, sleep well, my dear. Join us tomorrow night. It'll be story number 14. Ooh. We'll see you then. Good night, all.
Good night.